Hi, welcome to MaryamsMark and Company. I was online today, and one of the things that I saw I thought was so adorable was all the stories about Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci is giving needles, and he is saving Signet. It was kind of funny. It was really, really cute, and I thought I'm going to draw it. So I started a sketch, and I wanted you to follow along as I continue my illustration, and I'll tell you my thought in my animated mind on what I think can happen if this fairy tale was real. So let's say that Dr. Fauci went off and he started giving the COVID-19 injections or vaccines, I should say. And in this, St. Nick, he heard all about it. He said, oh man, I need to get vaccinated. I have to, because I have to deliver these different gifts to everyone. The kids are waiting, and they've been home all this time. Why not? I need to still do my job. I gotta get these streets, gotta get out there, and I need to be safe. I'm popular, you know? I have these fairy tales of being some guy from the Britons, and all that time, all of a sudden, here we have this pandemic, and I can't get to my people. I can't let that happen. I can't let that stop me. So he went over to see Dr. Fauci at the National Institute of Health. In my storyline, that's what happened. He went to go see him. He left the North Pole, everybody. He went to go over to get his needle. So he rolled up his sleeve and talked about his different health conditions, if he has any. Has he really been eating too much sugar or not? You know, I've been laying off the cookie jar. The wife has not been making a bunch of cakes like she usually does. I've been really great, and I need my vaccination. Dr. Fauci, he said, well, all right, I guess I can help you out. Then, you know, old St. Nick, Santa, he was like, well, I got a couple more questions before we begin. Although I'm ready for this, I'm a little perturbed, I'm a little scared. I don't really know anything about you too much. I'm older than you, been around the block a little bit. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? You know, checking his doctor credentials. And Dr. Fauci said, well, I have 38 honorary doctoral degrees. They don't just hand those out to anybody, okay? I'm the man in this. He said, I graduated top of my class from Cornell University College of Medicine. Top of my class. I know what I'm doing. He said, let me tell you something else about me. I had the Presidential Medical Award too. I was awarded the Presidential Medical of Freedom Award back in the day. You know what else I did? I did a couple more things. It's like I can bore you with my resume, dog. But let me tell you something, Santa. If you really, really trying to get to these kids, get them what they need. If you really want them to believe in you, tell them to believe in me. Tell them that I, Dr. Fauci, I am capable, and I know what I'm doing. I am the expert here for a really great reason. That's what he said. He said, Santa, I got you. Count on me. You know, that's how it goes in my storyline, because, you know, they don't give out 38 doctoral degrees honorarily. They don't. They just don't hand them out. So Santa said, well, you know, this COVID-19 is pretty new to everybody. Dr. Fauci said, HIV and AIDS was new too. I told y'all about that then. That's what he said next. And I was like, hold it. You might be on to something. You might be on to something. That's right. You were really advising a few presidents. Not a few, 6 of them, man. Get it right, you know. He put his head up. Not a couple, not a few, 6. get all 6 of them counted. I told 6 of them about HIV and AIDS. I said, well, I guess I might be able to really trust you. He said, don't guess. I'm sure Santa Claus knows what I'm doing here, you know? So, Dr. Fauci said, listen, you're here. You're at the National Institute of Health. I'm here too. I've been working here for a long time. This is the place for biomedical and public health. Research. Since the 1800s, man. The 1800s. He said, Santa, I know you've had your toy shop for some years. You've had to have come here before. I don't see how we haven't crossed paths. Did you give me gifts or something growing up? I mean, what? Why don't you really already know that I am great at this? Santa had to say, well, I am Santa Claus. Well, Dr. Fauci, you might be on to something too. I have definitely made sure you got your gifts. I did, so you might be on to a thing or 3. I might know that you really are amazing, but I still need to ask these questions for reassurance. I could be a little afraid too as Santa Claus, so I gotta ask. How'd you get your smarts? Where'd you come from with all these thoughts and scientific know-hows? Do you really know? And Dr. Fauci had to say again, 38 honorary doctor-owned degrees. They don't just give them to everybody, but I got one. And I think I'm doing good at what I got going on. He said, all right. He said, all right, Dr. Fauci. I think I can believe you. I think so. So he said, well, let me tell you something else I have going on. And I'm not telling you all of these things to, boost my own ego. I want you to trust me, man. I do. I got, gotta have trust. Gotta trust your doctor. And since you came to me, I feel as though, that's the best step. You came to me all the way from the cold North Pole. He said, let me tell you something. Guess what else I've done? He said, not only do I have 38 honorary doctorate degrees, I also have about 1,300 scientific publications out in those worlds of streets that you could just kind of read. Published, I've published a few things. So if you're really, 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 really trying to see my knowledge base, you can really, really read what I've written about the research. I am a top researcher. I cover a lot, and I kind of run departments up in here. I'm the man. Trust me. St. Nick said, all right, Doc. I'm rolling my sleeve up. It's still up. I think you got it. I think you got me. So go ahead, Dr. Fauci. Toss me a vaccine. Only got a couple more days until the big day. And I think, Dr. Fauci, you're ready. You're ready, Dr. Fauci. You're ready to actually give me my vaccine. You can do this. So, Dr. Fauci said, yeah, I think I am ready. So, he said, St. Nick, I got you. We go way back. Way back. To toy industry days. Yeah. You said, St. Nick, I was the one leaving cookies out for you. It was me, it wasn't my mom. I was the one turning down the fireplace, so when you fell in the chimney, you didn't get burned. It was me. Yeah, I know. I knew all those years back then. So, they're having this conversation. So, Dr. Fauci said, well, take a deep breath. And he did. Boom. Just like that. The NIH at the National Institute of Health, old St. Nick, was given his vaccine. Do something. Here you have it. Dr. Fauci at work. Hope you liked it. Put his name here. Bow. Y'all know that's St. Nick. There we go. Thanks for tuning in to my little story of how Dr. Fauci gave St. Nick his needle. Heard all about it at first. I heard all about it in trends. Yeah, and then I decided to illustrate it. Welcome to the Mark, MaryamsMark.com.